The Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Desmond King now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Rodgers.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab, and the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
The football going back to the Rams now. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Draw play, it's Eckler. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going on the ground with Eckler. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. This a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones and the offense trotting back out. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always had the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
On first down, Rodgers. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Jones. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
31. Packers 14.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. With run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Eckler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Eckler, the ball.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Chargers.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this to Lazard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Rodgers to throw once more. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers get a score closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers now operating from the gun.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Chargers 38.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yeah, Green Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. Oh, fighting up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Allen.
Touchdown, Chargers.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Here's Beasley now to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Alan Lazard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The Packer first down.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.